Hey, what's going on with my beautiful people today? Yeah, you shining bright, not letting anybody dim that beautiful light. Motivational moment. Okay, motivational moment. I'm gonna need you to stop stuffing your emotions and deal with them. Okay, so where this is coming from is that it is a lot of energy that is bombarding the collective. Okay, and in the interim, we as a collective is feeling other people's emotions that's not ours. Now, these emotions that we feeling, they're not ours. However, it's very similar to stuff that we've already healed, every stuff that we've already been through, stuff that we have already conquered, stuff that we've already looked through and decided to release. It can really affect the collective in a way that is very, very difficult, because you don't want to deal with the same emotions and the same thing. It's very triggering, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of these emotions and different things that we're going through as a collective, as a whole, is to try to set us back, to try to distract, to try to depress, to try to stop, block, hurt, harm, because this is it. This is it. And so for you, and I'm talking to you, that are feeling these emotions, you're being triggered, and in doing so, you're stuffing and stuffing and stuffing. Excuse me. Because you do not want to go through that emotions and those feelings, and you do not want to feel that and go through that again. However, you don't have to. When you feel these emotions, when you feel these things, whether you've been through it or not, how you do it is that you acknowledge the feeling in the emotion. And if you're an empath, you need to figure out if it's your feelings or if it's not. If it's something, you go like this, why am I feeling like this? Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why? You ask yourself the question, and if you can't come up with an answer, then you need to release that. It doesn't belong to you. Just simple as that. But what's happening is you're feeling the emotion and you don't want to deal with it, so you stuff it. And it's not yours to stuff. So what I'm saying is, and in a nutshell, don't stuff any emotions, whether it's your emotions or not. Ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? What is going on? What is this about? If you feel like it is your emotion, it's something that you don't want to tackle, you don't want to deal with, you need to look at it for a second. You look at it. Once you look at it and you acknowledge it, you have already felt it, and now you can release it. It's just simple as that. You have to feel the emotion to release it. But what's happening is you feel the emotion and you you immediately stuff it, or you're not feeling the emotion, you just immediately start stuffing because you don't want to deal with nothing. And so you use work, or you use your children, or you use your business, or you use everything else so you don't have to feel nothing. And in the interim, you stuffing all these things down and focusing on other things instead of what you need to be focusing on, all these things that you're stuffing. Because as you stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff, it's two things. You're going to make yourself sick. That's number one. And number two, you're going to stuff, and then one day you're going to be out shopping somewhere, riding in your car somewhere, at your job getting an award, or at your job doing your work, minding your own business, and all of that stuff is going to come up, and there ain't going to be nothing that you're going to be able to do about it, because you can't hold all of that in any longer. It's have to come up. And most and oftentimes it comes up when you really don't need it to come up. It's not in the privacy of your own home. It's somewhere where you're around a whole lot of people, and you on display, and everybody trying to figure out what's going on, but you don't even know what's going on. They call it a mental breakdown. They call it all kind of different names to label it. But in a nutshell, and at the end of the day, all it is stuffed emotions that you have not dealt with. And you can't hold it no more, and it comes out. And forces you all at once, emotion after emotion after emotion after emotion after emotion, all of them come up, and you are forced to deal with it. And at that particular time, you can't think about nothing or do nothing else but just that. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to go through that. So deal with your issues, deal with the emotions, deal with your feelings. I am asking, I am encouraging you, and I am motivating you to stop stuffing your emotions and deal with them while you still can. All about the healing. Look at here. All right. Same energy, but I'm not going to do the intro. I am honoring the signs of, I don't have your card, Taurus. Bam, and there it is, Taurus. I'm gonna find it, but I haven't had time. I got my schedule is really busy right now, and I am making a commitment to set aside time. If I don't have a long list of time, I just have to sacrifice some time out, and this is one of those times. I did one earlier for the collective, and I need to do one for you. And so let's get into it. My ride and dies, mwah. My new subscribers, mwah. Love you guys. All right, so here it is. You have yearning, you have between the lines, you have mystery, and you have love potion and addiction. This is the same energy, right? But here it is. You have someone that have been doing love spells on you. This ain't no, this person have been doing love spells or been longing and yearning after you, wanting you. 9 times out of 10, this is someone you may was in a relationship with, and you're not in it. You're rejected. You know you're not interested. This is someone you're not interested in. You rejected. You walked away, and you're moved on with your life. Whether you in a relationship or you're not, you've moved on, and you're not interested in this person. But this person can't let go. They are addicted to you, your energy, something about you, or they're addicted to they are a narcissist, or have a narcissistic traits, where if someone rejects them, then this is the end result. They can't take rejection well. They have to get you back. They have to get if you reject them, then you hold the power. They have to get the power back. They have to play. It's a power play. They have to get that power back, or it bothers them. They can't get right. They can't get right until they one up you, or they can't get right until they harm you for rejecting them and making them feel. See, these are people who don't want to feel either. They don't want to feel, but you've made them, when you came into their life, you've made them feel something. You made them feel some type of love, or you made them feel some type of hate, or you made them feel some type of emotions. Whether you came in, and they felt love, and then when you rejected them, they feel hate, they feel hurt, they feel sad, they feel depressed. They going through all these emotions, and they blaming you for it. Okay, been there. We had talked about this over and over and over and over again. So this is old energy. They trying to figure out, is this love magic working? Or if this is working on you, are you going to change your mind? Are you going to come back? But all they keep getting back is this vague between the lines. They can't get nothing. They can't get the answer to their questions, which is again making them become more and more and more addicted. Stalking, more and more of trying to yearn and get into your energy. They feel stuck. They feel like they can't move away from you. They can't get away from you. They have to try to figure you out, try to get back in to your good graces, some way, shape, form, or fashion. That is it in a nutshell. We already know the story, right? So your healing moment is this. And the healing moment is with this card right here. Your healing moment is, you know that an individual have been riding you, stalking you, yearning after you, trying to cipher your energy, trying to control and manipulate who you see, what you do, what relationship you get in, all through love spells or love potions or whatever you want to call it. Your healing moment is this, and I'm talking to those of you who, because of this situation or because of previous relationships as well as this one, you have really closed the door on love. You really have not given people a chance, and you really have closed your heart off to love. Your healing moment is this. This don't have no, it's nothing to it. It don't have no power, it don't have no authority. Now, I'm not talking to you who have moved on in a relationship, married and everything else, and this person is livid and trying to trying to get into your relationship. I'm talking to those of you who is not open for love. You're not opening yourself. You're closed off. Even if somebody wanted to come in and date you, and even and let's go, somebody have. It's been people that have wanted to date you, have wanted to take you out on a date, or wanted to court you, was interested in you, and you just didn't give them a chance. You didn't give them a chance because they didn't look like what you thought you may want it, or they reminded you of this. They did something to remind you or trigger you off of old relationships, but you never gave them a chance. This person did nothing to you. They were nice to you. I'm not talking about people who in your intuition is telling you no, run. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about this person was good, but you shut it down because in the interim you shut it down because this person could be somebody that was good for you and you were scared. I'm talking about stuff like that. Do not let this situation and previous situation, divorces and ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends and all these other people, that has nothing to do with your future. That is your past. That is your past. You have a past. You've dealt with your past. You've walked away from your past, but you keep bringing your past. Keep bringing your past in your future relationships before they even start. You don't give them a chance. You don't say, hey, let me talk to this person. Let me get to know this person. They do one thing and you just cut them off. You don't talk to them. You don't give them a chance. You don't turn the phone calls. Now, again, I'm not talking to those people. I'm talking about those men that's trying to run game. Or women trying to run game or scamming. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people. You know who I'm talking about. People that were good to you. Called you, wanted to talk to you. They had a really interest in you. And you shut it down because you got scared that this could be something real. And you didn't want to be hurt again. No. Your healing moment is this. No longer. This don't have power. You give it power. You give it power. You deserve love and commitment and loyalty. This person didn't give it to you. You walked away. Kudos to you for that. But there is someone for you. There's someone that's going to love you, take care of you, and you're going to do the same for them. You don't have to be scared. You have an intuition. You have a discernment. You have the Most High God. You have your angelic realm. You have your ancestors. And they don't play about you. You don't have to be scared to date. You don't have to be scared to let somebody in. You just have to let them in. They don't have the power. This don't have the power. But you do. You give it power. When you don't give people a chance. So, that's your healing moment. They looking, searching, and trying to figure out who you with, what you doing, who you flipping and dipping with, who you making feel good, who you kiss, who you speaking to, who are you giving that love and that affection to, that nurturing love to. They can't stand to think about who are you giving that nurturing love. I ain't talking about sex. I'm talking about nurturing, taking care of somebody, really loving and committing and being loyal and kind to another individual like you were to them, and they misused and abused you, and they don't want you to give it to anyone else. So this is driving them crazy. So they just doing this over and over and over again, but it don't have no power. But you study, keep giving it power. You got to give it power, because this, it don't have no power over you unless you give it to it. So your healing moment is to start taking control of your love life, your love relationships, and giving people a chance, because you deserve love. You've been through all that other mess. Your past was what the past was, but your future is bright. It's bright with love, affection, caring, mutual love, loyalty, commitment, communication, all of that and more, because you deserve it and you earned it. Bam! And there it is. Sending you love and healing, and Trinity is